Right now, when we are recording this video, thousands of people are being evacuated from Sudan.
People, the revolution against the ex-government Omar al-Bashir. So after we took him down, then there is a transitional government livelihood for the people. Also, is impacted actually because, like, suppose the fruits mainly from in Khartoum is coming from Shenli state, like River Nile and from the area, but in rural areas, the backbone of the houses, they used to bring water from different sources, whether it's near or far sources, and they used to collect firewood and all this. Apart from that, they have to take care of their
The beautiful people of Sudan, they are undergoing a tough time while we are recording this video. So right now, when we are recording this video, thousands of people are being evacuated from Sudan. And to discuss more about the situation in Sudan, we have a very good friend of mine, Marx, with us. So Marx, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Mr. Avinash, and thank you for having me.
For the audience at large, who don't have much idea about the current scenario in Sudan, if you could please explain them from a layman perspective, like what is going on currently in Sudan.
Okay, just I will not go so far back,
Yeah.
but the thing is started like from 2019 by the people, the revolution against the ex-government Omar al-Bashir. So after we took him down, then there is a transitional government by Prime Minister Abdullah Hamdok for a while. Then for some political issues, there is semi kind of military coup against him again. So General Abdul Fattah al-Burhan, he took his place, and his deputy Muhammad Hamdan Dagalo, both of them like from the military side. Like the General Abdul Fattah al-Burhan, he's general of the Sudanese army, and his deputy Muhammad Hamdan Dagalo is the general of Sudanese Rapid Force, Quwat al-Dam in Arabic. So the current situation is those two forces, the military and the paramilitary, like I don't know, like everybody is trying to say no, you tried to do military coup against me, and you tried. So actually the fighting now in Sudan and all this chaos happening there is because they are fighting each other. And yesterday they are in the same table having good food, then the morning they start fighting. So that is the current situation in Sudan, and I hope it will be fine. So also, like we are finding so difficulties to go back home also because all the airports is now not working, is shut down, and the services it's really bad. So I'm sorry to say that, but that is actually
exactly. And I am getting goosebumps when you are explaining the situation back home. And people are being evacuated via sea, these ships, so that means that the airports are not functional. How do you see the improvement in situation? Like, how can it come about in your opinion?
So far, many like regional countries and international and like other regional level like African Union and IGAD countries, they are trying to to do like as much as they can cease fire for 2-3 days, then they postpone it 2-3 days again. Just to absorb that anger from those two generals, to lead them to sit in the table again together for negotiation. There are so many like regional pressure on them, like to sit again to stop this war. So far, I cannot like guarantee that which one he will commit to ceasefire, and that there is like so many like difficulties to know who will broke that ceasefire. They are saying, okay, we will ceasefire for 2-3 days. Again, someone will start bombing, someone will start shooting fire. So everybody come in the media and claim that is the other part, that is not me. So it is very difficult to who is breaking that ceasefire. And yeah, I believe this is the kind of surgery like in Sudan, which is like from long back we know this is gonna happen, and I hope it will end soon. But the situation is difficult, and I hope it's to solve very soon.
And these situations of turmoil, so they must be affecting the daily lives of people also, right? The education, the economy, children will find it difficult to go to school, people might find it difficult to go to job, the overall business, the informal sector, those selling items in the market. What is your first-hand experience of the change in situation whenever these conflicts arise?
Actually, yeah, you are right, because when there is like war and all this, so the people, they were rushing to buy foods from the markets and all this. So, and the most like difficult thing that the supply chain will stop. So logistic, everything.
True.
So suppose we are here, we have a shop. So this shop is taking this goods and services from the other place. If that place is shut down, so this will finish, and you will find that the people, they double the price of the products and all this. And regarding the like daily livelihood for the people also is impacted, actually, because like suppose the fruits mainly from in Khartoum is coming from Shenli state, like River Nile and from Al Jazeera. So, and all these roads is from the road connection from those states to the capital. It is like unsafe for some people, so everybody is afraid to come. So really the people, they are suffering inside, and in the hospitals also the services, the medicines is like about to finish. But about the schools, I don't think that the school will like be resumed soon, because nobody can send his kids or like his children to school by this situation.
True.
And you will get like just a bullet or something. It is not okay. So we don't know about education so far, but the safety of people is the first.
True.
Education, all the other things will come later.
True. Just think about it, dear audience. As Mark just said that hospitals might run out of medicines and other vital supplies. And think about those, suppose a pregnant lady going to a hospital, and then the hospital has run out of the necessary supplies. So how difficult the situation would be. So let's hope that the situation improves at the earliest possible. When this conflict is going on, so how do people in Sudan, they go and get their daily essential items? Because that is something without which it is difficult to survive. Education, job and all, people can wait, but these items, how do they manage?
Okay, about this current situation. The current situation, actually, this like today is like almost 11 days since this fighting is started. So the first 2-3 days, the people, they were in their homes, nobody out. But after a while, you know that if you stayed inside, you will die. If you went outside, you will die. So you cannot stay inside without food, without having water and all this. So the people, they used to go to nearest shop. They are trying to take foods, and some they traveled from the capital to the nearest states to their relatives. Some they are going and renting some house to at least to save their families from all this situation. But like this 3 days back, the things little bit fine. The daily life start like slowly going well. Like there is some vegetables coming from states, from the nearest state to the capital, and some shops still they have enough food for people. Some parts they are suffering, but the other part is okay. So
Okay, okay.
yeah, this is the case.
So yeah, that one line, audience, I mean, it underlines the situation. If you stay inside, you die. If you step outside, you die.
COVID,
So
like COVID time, exactly.
exactly. So just imagine how complex the situation is, and I mean, all of us are human beings after all, and I mean, the pain and suffering of people in one part of the world. I mean, it just cannot leave us undisturbed. So that's how it is. Um, Marks, like in almost all countries across the world, it is difficult to live without power. Like I mean, electricity, petroleum, and all these things. So, how does situation change in terms of availability of petroleum, electricity, and all that when all of a sudden the conflict escalates?
Yeah, instead of this conflicts happening, but like yeah, some part of the capital they like witness it 2 3 days. There is no power, there is no water because of some technical issues in the source, whether in the source of water or the power. But the technicians they tried their best to solve and to address this issue. Yeah, but the power sometimes goes for 2 3 hours, then come back sometimes maybe one day. So it's not regularly available, it's not regularly not available. So like it's fluctuates, sometimes coming, sometimes not.
Okay, okay. So
But the
it is
most
like that.
important thing is like for people now, like water is very important. The electricity or others maybe is important in the hospitals,
True.
but if you just want to survive,
Water.
water is yeah, in this situation.
So, and availability of clean drinking water, that is not an issue, or that also gets difficult.
Yeah, since we are drinking like from the water treatment plants, so
Plant.
the water is okay. It doesn't
Okay.
have any problem of
Yeah.
contamination so far.
That's a good solace, because situations might become very bad if that also suffers. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Another point that just struck me was like whenever the situation is not normal, so the women members of a family or the society, they suffer more than the male counterparts, because they have multiple roles to play, and the first responsibility of feeding the children is on the women members, getting fuel, water, all those things. So how is the situation there, and how the current situation, how is it impacting the women members of Sudanese society?
Okay, we know that in like our daily life, the tasks given to women is always like more than men. But
Yeah.
maybe we don't know and we don't feel it because we didn't try.
Yeah.
So in capital cities it's okay fine, but in rural areas, the backbone of the house is a man,
Very
is
true.
a woman. So they used to bring water from the different sources, whether it's near or far sources, and they used to collect firewood and all this. And apart from that, they have to take care of their livelihood from the farming to grazing, the taking care of the cattle and all this. All this is fall in the hand of like the house backbone, which is
True.
the wife or the women's. But apart from that, in this situation now, it will be worse if like some displacement, whether internal or like external kind of refugees, So no anybody know that the situation of refugees or displaced people, how they will suffer, where you don't have good shelter, you don't have good maybe water sanitation, you don't have the proper kind of toilets, so will be like everything will be like in the open area kind of. This is the situation of the mass camps.
Yeah.
So if the situation goes to that, and I hope it will not go to that situation, but that will be difficult. Apart from this, for men also facing the difficulties, like nowadays, I didn't saw any women carry gun and going to this fight. So all the whom dying is the people who work in armies.
Exactly.
So in this situation also the men get impacted by this war more than women. But women are more vulnerable because when their husbands die, who will take care of those children? Who will take care of this house? Instead, she is taking the most housework, but they need somebody to support. So in this situation, the women are more vulnerable to this kind of situation.
True.
Yeah.
You at least mustered that courage and that frame of mind to come up and explain to our audience how the situation is, and how not everything that is said and reported about Sudan, they might not be the reality might be different in a positive manner. So I would request all of us to sincerely pray that the situation in Sudan improves at the earliest possible, because those innocent people, for no fault of theirs, they are suffering. Just think about those mothers losing their son in the war, those wives losing their husbands, those sisters losing their brother. So thank you so much, Marks, for your time.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you.
Avinash, for this good session and nice discussion. And as he mentioned, I hope you pray for Sudan to this war, stopping this war and ceasefire. And the next session, I hope it will be in Sudan, having a good time and tea and coffee in Nile Street as Sharanil. Thank you for your audience and everybody who is watching this video. I hope the situation is get better in Sudan, and thank you very much for your time to seeing this video.